We had our first lead, as well as our first suspect, Shadow, the locksmith. It was apparent to me he was a potential suspect in this entire case, but something was amiss. We definitely didn't have enough clues. But we were definitely hot on the trail of the person who committed the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Anything else? There's another arcade machine over here. Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. Ain't sure else we can do here. Hang in there, little chow. That's cool. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll jump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Alrighty. Before you go, SBO and I want to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Have you found any leads yet? Oh, the detective fair needs help from the birthday girl? She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve the case before anyone else. Bye. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. Motherfucker, shut up! We the detectives! What the fuck you telling me I look suspicious for? I had to lock you up just for saying that shit and throw away the key, you son of a bitch! I'm sorry, fuck. Bad cop came out. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, just making sure things go well. Things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Well, I mean, besides that. Besides murder? My social skills, non-existent. Yo, me too, fam. It's okay. I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And what are you doing in the library? And I'm Espio, the poet. Poetry, a resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring, can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. Great. What was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Devils and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the library car. Okay. So yeah, so all of them went through here to get here. Where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep, okay, that checks out. Where was Rouge? What happened? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car seemingly looking for something. Still don't know what that is, Chad. Then she went to the search of the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she then left back at the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. Yeah, why has Shadow been locking doors, chat? That's crazy. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him, then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door at the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's no good.
I agree, that's no good. That's no good. Perfect timing on that, JK. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelf falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all those locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or saloon car. True. Yeah, it was so perfect. Good job. Good job, JK. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just going to peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Their alibis seem solid enough. Agreed. But we should still search for clues. What we're looking for isn't any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. That's some schmutz on my screen. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I'm sorry, that sprite is just so cute. It's adorable, chat. I suddenly have no interest in picking up these books. Sadly, I have no interest in picking up the books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Ooh, brochures. These are travel destination ideas like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Devils, look at this. There's a couple maps here. This seems to be the map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, haha. Yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Trash can. Something is always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. One of these days, chat, there's gonna be something in the trash. I really thought there'd be something there. Devils, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the trash next bin we find. You really think so? Yeah. We just gotta stay optimistic. Oh, now who's telling you to be optimistic? Yeah, okay. Those trash bins are hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Devils, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. What, was that supposed to be a compliment? Oh, poor thing, that arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. Large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. Little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this Chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. True. Right? I mean, maybe. Is there no more evidence? Wait, there's... let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Devils, no! Don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. What? Bro! A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. These islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat, either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, to be sure to stop at the shop. Freaking reading chat. Hold on. Be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Fancy a poem? Trains. Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The windows, shops, in the ocean. Oh wait, there's my... Chad is a poet that hurt to read. That hurt my soul to read. Time of murder ruined my nap. I'd have 2 nickels, which is much, but it's weird that it happened twice. That's an excellent reference, JK. I love it. I can't remember exactly where it's from, but oh my god, that's amazing. I actually really like that one. Huh? We're still missing something, chat. Oh. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. You're scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. Finish and verb, right. It was Dr. Doofenshmirtz, wasn't it? I think. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out of the floor, and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user's guide to the Mirage Express and the train we're currently on. Yeah, I follow him too. He's funny. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express Manual added to your inventory. Actually. Oh, it doesn't let me look through the... Wait, yes it does. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. Seems that... Weird. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may be wrong. You may not be wrong. Fair point, chat. Still, I'm missing things I need. Can I go to the next car? Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked the door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? Oh, yeah, you're making yourself so much less suspicious, bro. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. So the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Devils and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if SBO really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need... Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough. It seems Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so figured I'd go check it out. It seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings us to our attention to you, SBO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was! Once SBO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? SBO doesn't owe you that, Detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? This isn't your conversation, Vector. We're talking to SBO. What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Devils, could you help me out? Alright, Devils, what book do you think SBO may have been reading? I mean, the only book in our inventory, chat. What do you think? A manual? Do you think SBO was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Well... This sucks. I hate this game. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god, chat. Yeah, I got enough. That wasn't so hard. It wasn't as hard as the other one. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can't handle myself. Apologies, SBO. The Butcher and a Poet friendship can form anywhere. This is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Devils, if you don't mind. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual and prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Page 14. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes around. afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like SBO aced that question, Devils. Hit him with another one. Alright, let's give him a hard one. We gave him an easy one, let's give him a hard one, chat. Page 231. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds and you will be charged on a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Wow. Dude read 265 pages. That's fucking... The person who made this roll must have been over age 65. Last one, Devil. See if SBO can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? 402! What was implemented to support the conductor duties and erase their general train obligations? An intellectual data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travels for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot and it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yes. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And if you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that, don't we want to be supporting folks who read? What? The fuck are you on about, Vector? You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly, that's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Devils? He always puts me on the spot. I'll fucking say it. Okay, Devils, think we should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who was also saw SBO reading, but what? This one's tough. Shadow. Shadow's lock? Please pray tell what this has to do with anything. We're up, Devils. Let's get our argument together. Oh, fuck this thing shit. Holy fuck! Holy shit, Buckjam! Oh! Yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked. I was off by one fucking ring, chat. Damn it. Ah, this is hard, chat. Got it. It's kind of getting hard, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. Shadow walked through the library car to get the saloon car where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't a high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. Crocs rule. Crocs rule, chat. Crocs rule. SVO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SVO is fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SVO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book and that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense SVO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at the moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would SVO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SVO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear devils. One that I would love for SVO to solve. I love that reference to Sherlock Holmes. Beautiful. Also, if you didn't notice, he's kind of wearing the cloak Sherlock Holmes wears. Crocs, as in no, not tissues. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book I didn't notice Shadow pass through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SVO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why does this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SVO simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? Well, he is a chameleon, chat. He is a chameleon. What should I do? Join Tails. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's on something, okay? I'll let him continue this line of questioning him. Devil's my favorite and beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers aboard the train. They must be taken care of. Okay. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails! We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and SVO couldn't have seen one another? Map of the train? Devils, that's not quite right. When Shadow returned to the library, SVO and Shadow didn't see each other. What piece of evidence helps with that? Okay. Alright, let's get my thoughts in order. Okay, so the library map, how does that play in? I'm so confused here. Oh shit, my bad, Chad. I'm sorry. Chat, I'm sorry. Chat, I'm sorry! Ah! Alright, we're good. We're not cooked, chat. We're not cooked. Your boy managed even with all those hits. The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. I don't follow. If Shadow walked down the straight path, then there's a way SBO and Shadow couldn't have seen in one another. Looks like you have to point it out. You'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. I think here, right, chat? Because if Shadow's walking through here, here, chat. Table's facing away. Chair's facing away. So if Shadow walked through here. Hold on, chat. I'm trying to figure this one out. This one's making my head. Where would SBO have been for Shadow to not see him? It has to be here. Yeah. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second that. When I returned from the saloon car, SBO was in the same spot. So, because the bookshelf, Shadow would not have seen it. Sorry, I was a little confused. I can second this. Yeah. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and SBO couldn't have seen one another from this spot because a bookcase was in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen SBO or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, SBO. There's just no way you would have seen him. Damn, I can't read today. Fuck. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and SBO. Give him heck. Just say give him hell, dude. I don't care if it's a children's game. Give him hell. It's in the Bible. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for both of you, if you call it. Oh, God. A murderer is on the loose while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock. Tick-tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, devils, let's see what's next. Coming. You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer? Mystery calls. Okay, the investigation continues.